Welcome back, gamers. So right after you beat Rom, the vacuous spider, you'll be able to take on the one Reborn. This monster is a very grotesque boss that looks like a humanoid riding on top of some type of, I don't know, horse or something. But anyways, the thing about this fight is you'll be treated to a cutscene when you get here. The first thing you should really do with this fight is to run up to the ramparts and kill the witches. This is one way to approach the fight, or you don't have to kill the witches up top that are ringing the bells. Now the reason you want to kill the witches is because they're continuously shooting the fireballs at the players while you're fighting the boss, so you have the potential to be hit by the fireballs during the entire fight, which can be very annoying. So you can make this fight much easier for yourself by taking them out, or you don't have to, you want the extra challenge. Now keep in mind that while you're beating up on the witches, the monster still has the ability to throw spew at you and also hit you while you're on top of the platform, so be extra careful. Anyways, the boss himself has many limbs kicking out all over the place. You can see the head, there's a humanoid on the top, and what you want to do is get in between the legs and hit the monster when you can. Now the monster has several moves. If you're in front of the monster mostly does overhead swipes attack, so if you're out of the monster's reach, he'll sometimes extend this limb out and try to hit you, so you gotta be careful of facing the front of the monster. The other thing is, while you're hitting and beating up on the leg of the monster sometimes bukakis over you. That's right, it just spits and spews all types of gunks on you while you're in there, so you gotta be extra careful while you're inside the leg and keep an eye out for that, because once you get hit by that, you can continuously get hit by it and actually die from it. So the best thing to do is roll out of there when you see it coming and get away from the danger, or you can actually try to heal through it if you have a really quick weapon to fight with. But it's best not to do that, because sometimes I find that if you're continuously trying to heal through it, you're just going to get hit by more of it. Also, another thing I noticed is that if you're outside the monster range, he will spit spew at you. So whenever you're out of the monster's range, watch out for that and roll away. One of the last and final thing this monster does is an AoE attack. You'll see it coming from the humanoid. He looks like he's glowing red, and all of a sudden there will be an AoE blast. Now during this time, it's imperative that you dodge it or get away from it, because if you get hit by it, it could also mean instant death. So you gotta be extra careful of this move. And at this time, after being used, the monster's open for hits, so you can run back in there and get some more hits on the legs. Now keep in mind, when you're inside the monster's legs, of course he'll be kicking all over the place. It seems like it's impossible to get in there, but don't give up. Take the fight slowly, don't rush in there just to get some damage in, because you'll get the damage when you see the opening. You just want to go in between there when you see the foot kicking diagonally, and there's enough space for you to stand between to get some hit in. Now, during the fight, if you hit the monster in between the body and the legs enough, what will happen is the boss will slump over. At this time, try to aim for the humanoid figure at the top, because this is where most of the damage will be. If you go in there and you hit the humanoid figure, they'll take a ton more damage, and that's how you pretty much do this fight. It's a fairly simple fight. If you can get it, it might take you several tries. That is pretty much the strategy. I hope this helped you guys out. Remember to rate, subscribe, and keep gaming. Remember, good luck and game on.